Hi everybody, thank you for watching AAO's online talk on major minor selection. I am Rachel Hong, Acting Head of the Academic Advising Office. We understand that many students are not on campus now, and hence we produced this video to provide you with information on many questions that you may have regarding major minor selection. I'm sure you know that the deadline of the airdrop period has been extended to February 21st. So I think you still have time to think about your potential major and minor, register for courses that are required, or simply get a taste of what the subject is about before you make up your mind. Okay, let's start now. From our contact with students, we know some have already made up their mind when they enter the university, but some are undecided, and I bet you might have similar questions too. For example, how useful is the major? Will it help me find a job? What combination of subject is good? Should I get a double major or triple major? Is a minor recognized by employers, etc., etc.? Now, let me start by telling you some real story, which might give you more perspective to the question about how to choose a suitable major or minor. John is a second-year biological science student. He loves biology, but dislikes working in a lab. So he wants to study a second major, which enables him to find a different job. He first thought of finance, which is in big demand, and allowed him to work in banks and get good pay. But he's not good at maths, and on second thought, he disliked the business setting. Next, he wants to take a major in social work and public administration so he could become a registered social worker. However, to his disappointment, he found the major cannot allow him to be registered, and moreover, it has been removed this year onwards. So after a few meetings between us, he discovered a better match in food and nutritional sciences, which makes good use of his biology background, and with a master's degree, he can become a nutritionist or dietitian. Double major seems to be the fashion. Sometimes in order to have double majors, students sacrifice a subject they love in order to study a lighter load. Jessica is such a student who is struggling to pick her second major. She loves PPA, but it is a 96 credit major. So she's considering gender studies, which she finds okay and takes only 72 credits. We reviewed the study plan together, and she gradually learned that she can earn some credits through credit-bearing service learning program, and she can also take CC courses in the summer. In other words, flexible scheduling and study planning can help overcome difficulties in managing your study load. We received a lot of questions related to minor selection this year. Let me share with you the case of Wing. She is a quantitative finance major and wants to have a minor. The problem is that she is not interested in any other subject. So, must she choose a minor? It shows employer a concentration which indicates an interest. But she can also choose different electives to get the specific knowledge to strengthen her competency in the quantitative finance field. Now, combination of subject is another question that students talk about. I'm sure you have heard about the invincible combination, 無敵組合. However, it only makes sense if it serves a purpose. Let me share with you stories of two graduates. Monty, a BDI major, studied history as his second major. To him, this is a good combination since he will be trained to do research, distill information, and write effectively, which prepare him well to become an entrepreneur. Anita majors in biotechnology. She took some computer science courses to equip herself with IT skill. Now she found that she needs IT skill for her research, and that makes her a valued member in her supervisor's research lab. In summary, there are some key considerations. First, your interest. Some students said they are not interested in any majors, but do not conclude before you find out as many facts as possible. For example, you can find out more by talking to your senior, sitting in a class, reading the textbook, and finding more about the course information. Besides research, be open-minded and be honest with yourself. Don't blindly follow others, because what works for them may not be suitable for you. Secondly, find out if your ability match what are required by the subject of study, and make a feasible study plan to make the load manageable as well as meeting the requirements. Thirdly, ask yourself what kind of education you look for from attending the university. Do you want a focused education or a broad education? For those of you who consider postgraduate studies, do research and consult your professors to learn early of all the requirements. If you plan to work, find out about the job market and employers' expectations as early as possible. We have compiled a 5-step to major-minor selection, which you can get by scanning this QR code. I have 2 points to highlight. First, there is a complete list of major-minor fact sheets on AAO website, as well as a database on student advisors from whom you can get peer advice. You can also request to speak to a temporary academic advisor who teaches the subject. Click this link to learn how to request for one. Finally, you can use Hong Kong U app to find course lists by major and minor, and course prerequisite and co-requisite, etc. Next is the degree audit and what if. You can use this function to project study load of different major-minor combinations. Do go on to watch our part 2, where we will demonstrate how to do it and other important things to note to declare your study choices. I hope you will find the information prepared for you useful. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to contact us. You can email us, call us, or WhatsApp us, and we will reply to you as soon as possible. In the meantime, take care and stay well.